So, you're a dog owner in Prescott, Arizona, and you already know what an amazing place this is to live with a dog. Well, we're here to help you find that perfect local trainer so you and your best friend can enjoy every bit of it together and with confidence.
Here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with why training is a little different, for life right here in Prescott. Then we'll get into what to look for in a great trainer, typical programs and costs, the questions you got to ask, and finally, some local rules and resources. All right, first up, training for life in Prescott. And look, we're talking about more than just sit and stay. This is all about helping your dog become a happy, confident member of our awesome community.
I mean, think about the environment here. One minute you could be navigating the busy sidewalks on Whiskey Row, and the next you're on the Peavine Trail, where the biggest distraction is a squirrel. A well-trained dog can handle all of that politely and without stress.
And that's what it all comes down to, right? How can we make sure our dogs can enjoy all these amazing places with us? Good training is really what makes that possible. It builds their confidence and lets them be the great companions we know they are, no matter where we go.
So how do you actually find that right person to help you? Let's talk about how to spot a qualified professional. It really comes down to their training philosophy and their credentials.
You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. And it's pretty simple, really. It just means using rewards, like a tasty treat or some happy praise, to encourage the behaviors you want to see. It's not about forcing anything. It's about making learning fun and building a really strong, trusting bond with your dog. Now, you might see a bunch of letters after a trainer's name. Don't let them intimidate you. Just think of them as proof that the trainer has put in the work. A CPD-TK means they passed a big test on training knowledge. KPA-CTP means they've proven their hands-on skills. And if you see something like IABC or CBCC, that tells you they have specialized expertise for more complex behavior issues. And this is absolutely critical. You want to avoid any trainer who relies on intimidation, fear, or pain. Those methods might look like a quick fix, but they can create so many other problems down the road, like anxiety or even aggression. Humane, positive methods are just safer, and honestly, they're way more effective for learning that actually lasts. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. What kinds of programs are out there, and what should you expect to pay? Finding the right fit is about matching your dog's needs with your budget.
You've basically got two main options, group classes or private training. Group classes are awesome for general manners and for learning to focus around other dogs. But if you're dealing with specific issues at home, like jumping on every guest or surfing the kitchen counters, private training gives you that one-on-one attention to really zero in on the problem.
So what's this all going to cost? This chart gives you a pretty good ballpark for training prices here in Prescott. You can see a puppy or group class might be in the couple $100 range. More intensive options like board and trains are, of course, a bigger financial commitment. The idea here isn't to find the cheapest trainer, but to know what's typical so you can plan for what's right for you.
Okay, you've done your research, you know what to look for, now it's time to talk to some trainers. Think of this next part as your checklist for that first conversation. It'll help you feel confident you're making a great choice.
So before you sign up for anything, run through these questions. Ask them to explain their methods. Double-check their credentials. Be super clear about what your goals are. Ask how you'll know you're making progress, and get the full story on fees. And I love this last one. Ask what you can be doing at home. That shows you're a team, and that teamwork is where the magic really happens.
All right, let's wrap this up with some essential local knowledge. Part of being a great dog owner in Prescott is knowing the local rules and, just as important, knowing all the great places you can go to practice your new skills. Here's a number to remember: 6 feet. That's the maximum leash length allowed in Prescott city parks, streets, and on trails. It's a simple rule, and having a dog that walks nicely on a 6-foot leash is exactly the kind of thing great training helps you achieve.
And just a few other key things to have on your radar. A rabies vaccination is mandatory. Your dog also needs to be licensed with the city once they're over 3 months old. And it's good to know that excessive barking can be a nuisance violation, which, hey, is another area where a good trainer can really help out.
So, where can you go to put all this training into practice? Well, we are spoiled for choice here. The dog park at Pioneer Park is perfect for working on recall. The trails around Watson and Willow Lakes are stunning places to practice polite walking. Same goes for the Peavine Trail and all the trails in the Prescott National Forest.
Finding the right trainer is a huge step toward having an even better life with your dog here in Prescott.
We hope this gives you the confidence to find the perfect match. Here's to enjoying every single walk around the courthouse square, every coffee on a dog-friendly patio, and every beautiful trail you explore together.